Daryl, thank you very much for joining us. Back to winning ways against Bromley last night. What was your take on the performance as a whole?
I thought it was a very good performance, a very together performance. I thought the team worked really hard for each other. I thought we defended as a team really, really well against a big, strong, physical Bromley team. I think they were, I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever played against a team bigger than Bromley, where last night I think every player on the pitch, apart from the two wide players, was over 6 foot plus. So I thought we defended ever so well our box and set plays, which was very important.
I think our commentary team described it as effective football, just doing the basics sort of like we've talked about and making sure we got ahead and stayed in front.
Yeah, I think so. I think we spoke about this a lot, and I think if more often than not as a team, if you do the basics well, if you understand the basics and it is working hard and competing and doing your job essentially, you'll get results in this division. It's a very inconsistent division, and across the whole board of it. And I think if you can do the basics well week in, week out, you can climb the table pretty quickly. And likewise, if you don't, you can find yourself going the other way.
And defending from the front was sort of one of the keys to last night's victory. I mean, the whole team worked their socks off. You must have been delighted with sort of the pressing that we saw from all the way from the front line all the way back.
I think what you're seeing last night was a team that had real legs and speed in it, really. You had Scott Wilson, who ran himself into the ground. George Saunders, who I thought was excellent last night. But he's got energy, legs. He, with the greatest respect to our football club, George wants to play as high as he can, as quick as he can. He's got a real energy and a drive about him. And every game he goes into, and he wants to showcase what he can do. Liam Gordon, I thought, was excellent. And it took him I think it's found them. It took him a little bit of time to find his feet, come back from Bolton. And I think the week leading up to Wrexham was probably his best training week. And I think he's carried that on. And I thought he fully deserved to play last night. His performance was very good and great to get a goal. The midfield three are, three probably, tough tackling, winning second balls, aggressive midfield players. And at the back three, and Elliott were excellent as well.
I said there was a couple of players that came in last night that perhaps haven't seen too much action on the pitch over the last couple of weeks. The likes of Charlie Adams coming in. But as we've sort of said on here numerous times, it is about those players when they do get called upon to come in and make an impact. And I think you saw that last night, didn't you?
Yeah, took the chances. They took the chance to go and perform and play well, and that's all you can ask as a manager of those players. And they've been training well. They deserved the opportunity to play last night, all of them. And it's the same as Matt Robinson going back a month ago. And Matt come back into the team, and Robbo's been outstanding since he's come back in. Yeah, I thought last night, for me, Robbo was our best player. I thought in that last 10, 15 minutes when you've got that anxiousness because you want to win, he was the one getting on the ball and keeping the ball for us and being a real driving force in the middle of the pitch. And likewise, like you said, Charlie coming in was excellent.
And we saw George Saunders on the starting 11. It looked like he was going to play up front, but it was more of like a free role, you'd call it, wouldn't it? I suppose just sort of drifting around, trying to find space and make things happen.
Yeah, we just said he's a really talented player. I don't want to stick him in a box somewhere. You've got to be that player. I would like him to drift and find spaces. Ultimately, you want George to go and get in behind the defence. But if the defence is defending deep and he's got to find space in between the lines, in between midfield and defence to get on the ball and get on the turn, to take people on, great. If the defence comes higher, we know he's got the speed to get in behind. So it's just about him now really learning the role. Again, not putting too much pressure on him because I think the kid's a fantastic player and he's going to be a fantastic player. I just want him to go out and enjoy his football and express himself. And I thought last night he was a real handful.
And the wonders of technology, you'll have realised at home that Daryl's now in a different room. As sometimes happens on Zoom, we lose a bit of connection. But continuing on with the positivity, I mean, the clean sheet, obviously the boys must have been buzzing not only to have got the win, but considering how many goals we have been conceding in recent weeks, they must have been buzzing to have had that clean sheet as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think we worked with delight. I think, and I said before that any successful team's got to be good defensively in any league you're in. And I think we've let too many goals in of late, way too many goals in of late, and poor goals as well. But I thought last night, playing against a side that put the ball into the box more than most in this league, and I thought we defended our box really, really well. And them set pieces, long throws, corners, free kicks, I thought we were we were very good at. I think we stopped a lot of crosses last night as well. So in the fullback areas, Westy and Liam and Elliot and Clark, we had to go out there. I thought they were superb as well.
And I guess there must be perhaps a little bit of disappointment that we don't have a game this Saturday. Obviously, we were due to play in Macclesfield, but no longer in the league with us, so no game. And I guess it must be a little bit disappointing that we can't try and now continue this run, and there is a week break until the next one.
Yeah, listen, it isn't ideal, but it's just been the way that the holes. I know it's Macclesfield not the league, but we've had that across the whole season. Not just us, everyone has with different reasons for games being called off and COVID, weather, etc. So we've got to just make the most of it, like we had to do last Saturday after Hartlepool. We'll train, we'll prepare as best we can for Sutton and Tuesday night, which will be another difficult game, but another one that we can look forward to.